Guys, before the video starts, we are very close to 11,000 subscribers. The best thing you can do for me right now is by clicking subscribe. If you've already done it, don't worry. Thanks very much and enjoy the video. David, it's been a strange old season. 4-0 win today, I suppose, kind of sums it up, doesn't it, really? All right against pretty average teams and couldn't turn up against the good ones.
Yeah, well, like you said, QPR didn't even bother turning up today, did they? So, I mean, Norwich could have turned it on a lot more and perhaps scored more goals, but it's a professional job done. Waiting for a penalty for John Ruddy to score. Even I got a tear in my eye.
You did it.
I'm afraid I didn't want to see the boys go round the pitch after the game because I don't think, in my opinion, that they justify that. However, John Ruddy deserved a lap of honour on his own, and he got that just before he went off. Yeah, there's a bit of a tear. Yeah, John Ruddy's been a legend for me. Yeah.
I mean, let's talk about the 7 players released then. Are you happy with them players released?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, obviously the John Ruddy one's always going to be a problem. I don't know why Whittaker wasn't invited to play today. I think Whittaker, a lot of people have slated Whittaker, and I do not understand why. He's always put 110% in with his effort. I think he's been mismanaged at times, and also I think today would have been a nice way for him to say, you know, I'm sorry, I'm leaving, and that's it. Because at the end of the day, we always remember the pass that he put to Redmond for us to score at Wembley.
Everyone remembers it for that pass, don't they? I mean, what do we do now over the summer? I know we've spoken about it a bit before, but now the season is done. No more games left this season. What would you like to see done from now until this moment when we turn up at Carrow Road next year?
You might knock me flat here for saying this, but I think there's one key player that we need to keep.
Who's that?
It's Naismith.
Yeah?
Why? I think so. Why? Because I think he's had a lot of issues off the pitch during the course of the season. He was very unsettled. He's finally moved here now. He's finally settled down. You see in the last few games with him playing that he's turned it around, turned a corner, and I think you give him the captaincy and you give him responsibility, and I think he'd be the job.
Think he justifies the wage he's on?
I think he's all right with the wage. He's not on 50 grand. People say he's on 50 grand a week. I'm sorry, he's not on 50 grand a week. It's proven that when the deal came in, at Sunderland wanted him in the January window, it was an argument over 5 grand, and that 5 grand was allegedly 45,000, not 50,000 as Norwich, as people that go on the bandwagon saying he's 50,000 pound a week. He's not on 50,000 pound a week. There's not one Norwich City player out there what was on 50,000 pound a week. Simple. So people have looked at it, and there's a lot of journalism, and it's quite right with what Alex Irvine said and Russell Martin regarding journalism and social media. There's a lot of people see something in the paper and then report it back, and unfortunately some of that stuff is bullshit, and they still think it's great. And Naismith, I mean, look, yeah, I can understand what Webber said. Webber said that if we got rid of Naismith, we'd save ourselves 10 million pounds, sorry, because he's on £5 million a year. Yeah, okay, well, if you work that out, £5 million a year, still don't make 50 grand a week. Yeah. So work it out for yourself.
Okay. David, top man.
Cheers, mate.
See you next season, buddy.
Yeah.